Hey, Avery Pointers, are you curious to know what's predicted to happen the remainder of 2022 and into 2023? We'll cover that today on this quick video. What is going on, party people? My name is Chris Elliott with the Elliott Real Estate Team, your local real estate firm. I have been tasked today with going through with you what is expected of the housing market for the remainder of this year and then into 2023. I've got to do it all in 5 minutes. So I'm going to talk really fast, but hopefully you can rewind if I talk too fast. So a couple ground rules quick. I cannot predict the future. I do not have a crystal ball. If I did, I'd be sitting on a beach somewhere having a mixed drink. But the good news is you probably can't predict the future either. So what I am going to do for you is I am also not a professional real estate economist, and I'm not going to try to give you my thoughts, my feelings, my opinions of what's going to happen or what's happening. I'm going to give you the facts, I'm going to give you the figures, and we're also going to sprinkle in some projections from professional real estate economists, so that way you are getting a professional opinion and not just my opinion. Is that fair enough? Okay, let's jump into it. So today we're going to talk about three things. We're going to talk about interest rates, we're going to talk about inventory, we're going to talk about home value. So as far as mortgage rates, 2022 has been the year of mortgage rate volatility. We've seen rates shoot up. They kind of bounce around a little bit. Fortunately, they have now somewhat stabilized around 5%. Experts are predicting that we are going to continue to see more stabilization through the remainder of this year and then into next year, with experts predicting that we're going to see mortgage rates creep down a little bit. Some think we're going to be in the low fives. Others think we might even reach the high fours. We'll find out, but the good news is that stabilization is going to bring more confidence back to prospective buyers in the marketplace, because what we know is when mortgage rates are bouncing all over the place, buyers don't know what their mortgage payment is going to be when they buy, and that creates a little bit of confusion, a little bit of concern, but the stabilization is definitely a good thing. All right, so let's jump into the second thing, which is inventory. So despite what you might be hearing on the news, despite what you might be reading in the paper, the real estate market is certainly not crashing. We've seen a softening of the market, but we're certainly not seeing a crash. Also, particularly in Metro Richmond, we are still in a very good spot. So Metro Richmond is currently at 0.7 months supply of inventory. I don't have the time to go into what month supply of inventory is, but just realize that 6 months supply of inventory is considered a neutral market. Anything below that is a seller's market. At the peak of the market, we are at 0.5 months supply of inventory. We have now inched all the way up to 0.7 months supply of inventory. So still very much in a seller's market. This is not the case in all parts of the country. We are seeing where other markets that heated up even more than we did, like Texas, like California, they are seeing closer to 3 months supply of inventory, but we're still very much in a good spot in Metro Richmond. We have seen somewhat of a slight increase in the 55 plus inventory in Metro Richmond, just given that we've got more and more folks moving in Avery Point that own this inventory. So we've seen a little bit of a saturation in the Metro, in the Western Henrico market with this type of inventory, but certainly not anything catastrophic. So next, we're going to jump into home values. Resale values are currently up 7.7% year over year from where we were at this time last year. Now, don't get concerned. If you look at my graphic, you might see a little bit where the median home price has tailed off a little bit. Two factors there. So that is a little bit of a softening from the absolute peak of the market where we were earlier this year. That is also a cyclical thing that happens every year in the Metro Richmond market that you can see in this graphic. Median home prices in Metro Richmond typically peak out, anywhere between April and July of the year, and then kind of taper down for the remainder of the year. So very much a normal cycle that we see in our market, nothing to be concerned about. The Home Price Expectation Survey, which is a group of real estate economists, predict that we're going to see about 4.19% of appreciation in 2023. So we are returning to a more normal 3 to 4% 50-year average kind of appreciation rate next year. So like I said, we're returning to more of a normal market. So in summary, I know I've talked fast. The market is normalizing, but we're still very much in a seller's market. Secondly, you may not be able to achieve the amazing result that your neighbor did 6 months ago, but if you look at your home value today compared to where it was 2 years ago, you're in a very good spot. You're going to be in a very good spot selling your home. If I can assist in any way in that, let me know. Hope this was informative. Hope you found some value in it. We'll talk to you next time.